Hey, dearest one, welcome. If this video found you, I trust that it's finding you for a divine reason. Welcome, welcome. I feel like the energy that I'm tapping into right now is let's take a deep breath together. I have a feeling this video is finding you either early in the morning or late at night because I'm also recording this close to 1 in the morning. It's kind of one of those like nights, early mornings where I'm exhausted, but I just can't sleep. And I like to call this like the liminal space between learning how to rest without guilt, right? But also like it's funny, it's even deeper than that, I feel like. And maybe the deeperness of that message is just like it's actually quite simple, right? Just like rest without overconsumption. Like I have the TV in the background actually. I was trying to watch a movie. I'm watching 30 going on 13 or 13 going on 30, you know, the movie. Um, I just needed something in the background as I was like creating content. And to be honest, I wasn't really gonna record. And then I'm like, I want to be of service with you. And sometimes, like, when we're in these states of recalibration, right? Like, we're all human here. Even though that's a conversation in itself. That's a rabbit hole in itself where we can go down the rabbit hole. Because we are also, you know, these beautiful, abundant, multidimensional souls in the human experience, right? But for the most part, we're humans, right? And we are learning to master duality and the arc of that, right? We talk about that a lot here in this beautiful space. If you're new here, by the way, I will introduce myself eventually. But we talk a lot about duality, polarity, and how like the light is the dark and the dark is the light. And when you're on this, you know, beautiful, potent awakening journey, you need to learn how to unlearn, right? And most likely, if you're here, you are a beautiful empath. And, you know, growing up, rest was something that you had to earn, right? It wasn't something that you could just sit in softness. You know what I mean? It's like, and I feel like I've been doing personally so much work around this concept of like resting without guilt. And it all starts in the nervous system, right? It's like really sitting with the breath and the body, emptying out, you know, those narratives that, yeah, they sit in the subconscious mind, right? Those lack mentality narratives, those negative narratives, those narratives that like believe that you're not worthy. They sit here, but they live and pulsate in your body and your nervous system. That's why it's so important to do breath work, to do meditation, to do hypnosis, to do Reiki, to do a little bit of everything, because it's not just mind, it's body. So you can remember your soul, right? So it's like, I feel like no matter how much work I do, it's like there's still this little lingering voice when I want to like rest, and there's like still so much to do. And like the doing is like the unknown, right? Like let me know how you feel about this, cuz or where you're at, you know, on the scale. But for me it's like, well, there's so much unknown in my life right now that it feels so fucking heavy that this old programming is coming up to like test me, right? Like, are you sure it can be that easy, right? And I feel like a lot of us that are here, we're learning how to really believe from ourselves outward that we can attract. We don't need to chase. Everything that we desire, the relationship, the perfect job, the money, right? Harmony within the family, like all the things that we desire and value to receive in this life. First of all, it's already here, it's already done, right? We have to start acting as if the prayer is answered by sitting in a restorative vibration through rest, through like true rest, right? Not like manic rest, okay? Because that's the thing. A lot of us can be resting, but our nervous system is on overdrive. For example, I'll take myself as, I'm here, a teacher and a student both at the same time. We all are like that, right? Because of polarity. We have light within us and we have shadow in us. And it's like, we're going to go through this hero's journey, and the hero's journey is really sitting in the depths of your darkness. And I can share with you, this year has been gnarly. Like, I got out of a marriage. I was married literally almost a year ago, which is insane. And this is my second divorce, okay? Second. So just imagine with me the amount of failure I had to sit with of like, oh my God, I got divorced again. Like, oh shit. Like, I had to sit with that narrative of like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Am I unlovable, right? Of course, no. And maybe you're here because you feel that as well. Like there's this just part of yourself that feels unlovable. And I'm really hoping that this conversation, this dialogue, which is really an activation of love, unconditional love, you will feel that you are so whole and complete. And I share personal stories to be a sacred mirror, right? And plus, like, I'm your cosmic BFF, so like if we're gonna sit here and chow down, I was gonna say, but that is so not, oh my God. But I was gonna say chit chat, but then chow down. Are you hungry? I'm not hungry, shit. But anyways, if we're gonna like sit here, we might as well be vulnerable together, right? So I'm sharing this truth, but the point of this, right, is I wanted to share that like there's resting or there's a type of rest where we think we're resting, but really our nervous system is in an anxious loop. And what that really looks like is like, for instance, I picked up smoking tobacco and weed after my divorce again. And those two things come out like when I'm really scared. When I go through a lot of like fear, it's like this thing that comes out, this habit that comes out to try and protect me, right? And my biggest thing when habits like that come out is do it with grace. First of all, I know myself. I know that like it comes and it goes, right? Hopefully, as I keep healing, like these habits just don't come back. But even if they do, it's like we continue to do the evolution within thyself. Therefore, we understand why. When you understand why, what is the intention? What is the root? It like dismantles all the shadows, right? So anyways, I picked up smoking weed and tobacco, and there would be moments, and it's funny because it's like I would still meditate and do like all of the spiritual things. I would still do my breath work. I would still, up level, but when I would sit outside, I would take a fucking smoke break, right? Or like in the evenings, I would want to smoke weed. And what that did, it was training my nervous system that like I can't sit in stillness, first of all. And it kind of amplified the fear versus me truly holding myself from the base of my spine, the root of my spine, which it all makes sense, right? Why that habit came up. Like my root chakra was scared as fuck. Like I was in so much unknown. My safety was being dismantled. So yeah, I picked up those habits, right? So, but the point being is there's resting with guilt, and then there's resting with nervous habits that you think is fine because you're just like, you're in a peaceful mode, but really you're doing this habit that like singles to your body stress, you see? So it's like, it's a mind fuck. It's a mind fuck, and the body's like, okay, like, no bueno, but like, we're not going to judge you, because there's no judgment in this game of healing, because it really is an arc, right? It really is this arc, and we have choices and lessons, and perfection really is bullshit. Like, it doesn't exist, truly. It doesn't exist. Perfection is an illusion. But what does exist, in my opinion, is precision, right? So it's like, if life is light and dark, and based on frequency, everything we do, all of our choices is at a certain caliber, right? So it's like, when you're doing breath work, but you're also smoking, it's not good nor bad. It's just radiating at a certain frequency. And when you're aiming for unconditional love, your infinite potential, you know, bringing your higher self into the now, when you're doing these contradicting habits as you're truly trying to up level, you're giving your body mixed signals, your nervous system mixed signals. And to really, really get to the root cause, you have to be willing to sit in silence. You have to be willing to like let go of the habits, right, that aren't in alignment with who you're becoming. And it's hard sometimes. I'm scratching my nose, so I'm on a motherfucking money when I do that, okay? And like, I think too, what's happening now, like the energy that I'm feeling is like, I'm sitting because I don't smoke weed anymore, and I don't smoke cigarettes anymore, and I'm sitting in that silence, I think, for the first time since I quit, because it's been like, I haven't smoked weed in like 2 months, and cigarettes, let me do the math, I think I quit on April 24th, so it's fairly new, you know. I'm like, holy shit, like, I'm not scratching, like, needing a ciggy, like, this is amazing, you know. Not that I scratch when I'm needing tobacco, but I'm like, I'm not really thinking about it anymore. But like, even here, like being here with you and being in this awkward silence, which I haven't felt in a while, I feel like there's this cloud of a little bit of like fear of the unknown that I'm personally sitting with. And maybe it's a collective, you know, feeling. Let me know down below, like, how you're feeling, if you're also feeling a little bit of fear lingering, and how you're sitting with it. And if you feel comfortable and vulnerable, like, I would love to know your shadow habits, because shit, we're all in this together, you know. And I do really want to just clarify, there's no judgment in this game, there's no shame in this game, there's just observation. And when we can observe the fucking darkness, we can choose to recalibrate it to the light, okay? And the light is alignment. And we have to understand what's out of alignment to appreciate what's in alignment. So it's all a part of the journey, right? But anyways, like I was saying, like right now is this potent moment for me where I'm sitting in the silence, minus the movie that's playing in the background. And I'm like, oh shit, like, there's no habit to piggyback on, you know what I mean? And like, I think a big part of me really exiting that loop is sitting here with you, being of service. And it's such an honor, because like, it's just an honor. It's an honor. It's something positive. It's something that, like, how cool if like me just opening up here is helping you in some shape or form, and together we get to rise, together we get to take off these fucking masks, these illusions that have been holding us down based on automatic programming that's just outdated. Like, the way I like to hold space and and bring in spirituality is really through polarity, because I don't believe in good and bad. I know it exists, but I don't believe in it, because I don't think you can ever do something good or bad. And I know that can be kind of like, what the fuck is she talking about? Like, if someone shoots someone, that's bad. That's a bad thing to do. Of course. Of course. Of course. Okay? But where I'm getting at is like, I like to look at duality as like in alignment, out of alignment, valuable, invaluable. I don't like the judgment, right? Like, we spend so much of our lives putting people, places, and things in boxes, and it's fucked up because life is a spiral. It's like putting a box in a fucking circle. It's like, why? We're wasting so much of our energy trying to bend things that shouldn't be bent, if that makes sense, you know? It's like, just let it be the shape that it is. Let it exist as it wants to exist. Because, I don't know, when you unpack it, is it really that shape anyways? Okay, I'm going really quantum. But hopefully you feel me. I also had like these other notes, but I think this will be for a different channeled message, since we're really going down the rabbit hole today on like on nervous system regulation, vulnerability, right? Just like understanding where we're at within our journey without judgment, because it's like, to heal, you gotta get super real with yourself. And that means sitting in the fucking shadows and looking at, you know, the root cause of those low vibrational things, people, places, habits, right? Like foods, all the things. Why are we still doing it? Like, what's going on? Like, where on your childhood timeline are you hurting still? Well, look at all that smoke. We're definitely detoxing something. So I want to pull an angel card and an animal card to really ground down this message. And before we pull the cards, I want us to do just a little prayer, because I truly believe when we pull the cards, we should first ground and just allow whatever comes through to just also integrate in its own beautiful way. And by the way, my name is Mystic Maya. I could have introduced myself in the beginning, but I truly believe in frequency. I believe my frequency is the introduction, and it's not about me here. I might use personal stories, but right now, what matters to me is you. You matter to me. You feeling good, you taking away something that you can apply to your life to choose your higher self. That's what matters to me. So yes, I'm Mystic Maya, and I'm a Reiki master, a hypnotherapist, a graphic designer, an artist. I do so many things, a creative director. I wear many hats because I'm multidimensional, and I really believe that if you're sitting here with me, so are you. So welcome to your space, my love. All right, let's ground down. So if you can, close your eyes. We're just going to be here for a few moments. So close your eyes. Obviously, if you're driving, do not do that. And just notice your breath. Allow yourself to really just get cozy in your chair, wherever you're sitting. Taking a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Just allowing yourself to arrive. Taking a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. A deep breath in through the nose this time, bringing your shoulders up to your ears, rolling back your shoulders, feeling your heart expand. Breathing out, surrendering, becoming curious. And just coming to a steady breath that feels good for you. And just allow your breath to be your anchor. Maybe you even bring your hand to your belly, hand to heart, or both hands on your heart, whatever feels really good for you. And you can be intuitive here, like if you feel like you need to just kind of like rub your chest or pound your chest a little bit and just add some movement, you can do that, because when you do that, you're waking up your meridian points. Like for me right now, I feel it in the shoulders, just like the heaviness, right? So you can just kind of listen, feel into your body, and just add some touch and movement. That's the greatest way to like just regulate your nervous system when you're in a moment of anxiety, is really just like soothe yourself, just like a mother does to its child, or just a parent to its child. So just allow yourself to be intuitive, and then when you're ready, just coming to your center, bringing your hands back to your heart. I'm putting hand on belly, hand on heart, and just focus on a question that links to what we're talking about. Like, what is it that you are seeking clarity on? Because essentially you have those answers within you, right? So it's about finding, connecting to, rooting into the inner knowing within you, right? So ask yourself a question that you want to kind of allow yourself to tap into. I'm just going to be a sacred mirror for you, but it's so important that you use your discernment, and whatever comes through from the cards, you dissect it in your own beautiful way, in your inner language, okay? So just taking a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, letting your question go. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes to the space. Beautiful. That was so yummy. Oh my gosh. So I'm feeling like I want to pull the animal cards first. That was fun. Oh, was that 222? I can't see from so far. No, it wasn't. But I felt that energy, 222. Ooh, I don't do reverses. We got the breakthrough card. Oh my gosh. Is that not on point? Like, what? Oh my God. Okay. Then we got horse energy, tame and attain. Like, is this not what we're talking about? Like, I don't like when all these cards come out, but we're gonna go with it. Okay, so we got breakthrough, which is like this. Here, I'll just show you it. Hopefully the lighting. Can you see that? I don't know how to go about that. Can you kind of see that? It's like an eye with like a prism. Hold up. I want you to see this. Look at that. So it's like this beautiful kind of reptile energy. It looks kind of like a snake head, but it's also kind of in this shape that looks like a coffin. So I really feel like the horse energy is, wow, I love horses, because first off, horses always know how to find home. Like, no matter what, they have this internal compass where if they like get lost, right, they know how to find their way back. And I feel like it goes hand in hand with the message here today. Is like, we're talking about the vulnerable truth of like being in the shits, like being in the depths of your fucking darkness, right? And it's so scary, but that is the breakthrough. The breakthrough is having the courage to sit in the discomfort until it becomes comforting. And then as it becomes comforting, you got to break it again, because it's like, just like the habit of smoking. It's like, I knew I was doing something that wasn't healthy for me, but like it became, the discomfort became comforting. So it's like the breakthrough is in how do I say this? What's coming through? It's like the breakthrough is in the breakdown, but then you got to break through the breakdown. You know what I mean? And then it's like tame and a tame. It's like you got to tame the breakdown. Like, are we asking questions when we're in the void, or are we numbing? Because that's the thing. Like, the world isn't happening to us, it's happening for us. And I truly believe any great story, right, that is written, the character is always kind of sitting in the shits for a little bit. You need to be in the darkness. And then, like, all of a sudden, there's, like, this aha moment. Like, healing happens in a very non-linear way. So it's like, be kind to yourself as you're in your breakdown / breakthrough moments. Because those moments really do bring blessings. They do bring blessings. When and how those blessings kind of connect, that's kind of up to your inner determination of taming the beast and turning the beast into your fucking feast of abundance. And I think too, like, the more you study, you can't really see these cards so well, but the more you are willing to study the darkness, okay, study it as a lesson, get to the root causes, figure out new modalities that can help you really heal from the inside out, because that is what's going to help you catapult to where you want to go, quote unquote, quicker. Because like 3D time is slow, but quantum time, which is our birthright, like, we are a quantum clock. We just have to study that, right? And how do we enter the quantum elevator, so to speak? Well, we can do it through actually sitting in meditation, doing some breath work, and activating a Merkava. And that is your quantum elevator. That's one way. You can do hypnotherapy is a great way. The whole reason why I got divorced is because I did a hypnotherapy thing. And that took me on a fucking rabbit hole journey. And like, once you kind of are held in your own truth, there's no going back. There's no going back. Like, once you face your truth, you can only win. Like, that's the thing. Meditation is the best way to tame and attain, right? Because in meditation, we get to observe. And when we get to observe, we get to see things from all of its point of views. We also get to call back all of our fragmented pieces. Because the whole point of suffering, I'm coming to understand, one, we need it, right? Because we need to know what's out of alignment to understand and appreciate what's in alignment. But also, suffering is simply distorted. It's distortion. It's parts of you. It's like this false narrative of you being in pieces. But you're whole and complete as you are, even with the darkness. You know what I mean? It's like, even as I was smoking fucking weed and ciggies, I'm still God's child. You know what I mean? So you're never, and like you, my love, you're still God's child. So it's like, don't let yourself get it twisted that because of your dark past, your circumstances, and all the stuff that you face that's lower frequency, make you believe that you are less than, because it's so not true. That is an illusion. That is true distortion. You're whole and complete. And you can call on Archangel Michael to help you with activating your inner courage. He works a lot with blue light, And he has this beautiful sword where I love to envision, Archangel coming. I call him into the space and I see him in his blue light with his sword, and I ask him to cut the cords of the people, the places, the things that no longer serve me. And when I'm going through hard stuff, I ask him to be with me. Go to that space before I arrive. Clear the room. Make sure everything's in flow. We can command the frequency with our words and our intention. The impossible becomes possible when we speak confidently and command the frequency that we desire. Yummy, yummy. That was yummy, okay? That was yummy. We do have the body care. So all the cards are just saying it's all good. Yeah, you're in a breakdown / breakthrough moment, but continue doing the healing, continue believing in yourself and getting rid of those negative narratives, because it really is just an illusion. And to really give you hope is whatever you're going through, you're going to get to the solution, because the problem is created, but at the same time so is the solution. But whatever shitty moment you're experiencing now, think of a different shitty moment that happened in your life that you thought was the end of the world, but you actually survived it, thrived it, alchemized it. So it's yeah, you might be kind of in the mud now, but this too shall pass, and then it's you have now more fuel on your back to help other people. Because you, my love, are also a service carrier. You are a light barrier. You're a light hunter. You're an empath. You're a space holder. You're a healer. And you lead with the heart. And it doesn't matter if that's what you do for your profession or not. Again, you can be a healer and work at the gas station. You can be a healer and work, in finance. There's no really... again, we're shapeshifters. We come in different shapes, different sizes, and we are put on missions to do grid work, light work. So it doesn't matter the title. You are that. If you're here and you're listening to this, you are a healer. And just know that you can help people simply with a smile, simply by choosing love over fear. And whatever you're going through, trust that you will make it out of the tunnel, because the only way out is through, and you'll be able to help people, right? Your resilience will be able to help someone. And that is why we endure through the chaos. And I will say that doesn't mean help people and put their karma on your back. No. Because that's not how it works. That's the old programming of a wounded empath. You're not responsible of other people's karma, but you can clean up your side of the street and inspire people to do the same through your resilience. But you don't need to hold their karma, that's their responsibility, on your back. The people-pleasing energy in you, the toxic karmic family ties, that is done. Each individual needs to take care of their own lane of their own street. But you can inspire them. You can inspire them with your strength, and hopefully that strength will activate their strength. But you have one beautiful life, my love, and you're going to alchemize it all. Just trust in yourself, trust in your breakdown moments being the vessel, the catapult to your breakthrough, because it truly is. It truly, truly is. Unknown gift. You have an unknown gift waiting for you at the end of that tunnel as you walk through, even though it's already within you, right? But for the sake of the metaphor, you have an unknown gift waiting to meet you after, through, during, right now. Okay, so don't lose hope. You've got this, my love. Take what you need from this message, recycle the rest. I'm so appreciative that you're here. If you feel like just sharing what's on your heart, you know, what was valuable, from this dialogue, I would love to know down below in the comments. And yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to share. I feel like I'll be able to go to sleep now. Hopefully you will too, or you'll be able to have just like a beautiful, beautiful day. And I do ask, if you're new here, to consider subscribing, joining the tribe, liking the video, and just like sharing your energy, because this is an energy exchange. And yeah, if you like my energy and you want to go deeper, you can check in the descriptions on how we can work together in a more intimate way off of YouTube. I would love to meet you. You can also follow me on the Instagram world. I'm pretty active on there, and I love like just being very creative on that platform. I see life as a movie, so I'm like really into like creating these reels right now, like little cinematography, like stories with like poetry activations, and just like funny things are coming through. So stay tuned on that. And yeah, I hope to meet you. So don't be a stranger. Let me know where you're at in the world. What's your name? What's your sign, baby? Tell me all the things, you know? All right. I love you. And I'm going to jump over here so I can press stop, stop and go and stop and flow. Hello. Bye. See you soon. I hope I don't burn my hair. Oh my god. Konnichiwa. No, that's a